We live. What's good with y'all, man? Welcome to Blockchain Odyssey. You know what it is we do up in here, man. About to get the trading, learn how to do a little bit of trading, this, that, and the other. But specifically, I'm gonna be breaking down pretty much the game plan for this all season about to come up. First, let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. You know, go ahead, hype the room up, spread it around because everybody need a little knowledge on how to make some money. And I always do everything as we're talking. I don't like to have too many pre-made graphs or none of that stuff. That way you guys can see exactly how it is that I'm looking at it. And if you want to take that same knowledge and use it on your own free time, it'd be great. It'll make you a lot of money. So first of all, let's look and see where we at right now on Bitcoin because we all know Bitcoin leads everything. If Bitcoin don't move, ain't nothing moving. So first and foremost, like I said, I always gotta get up here and draw off on the graphs real quick. I'm looking at this area right here on Bitcoin has a major SR region. There's a support and resistance. So you can see when we came up right here, we sold off, it was resistance. It acted as resistance. We sold off again, bang. Came up here and it took us a while to get past it. Because it was, it was resistance from it. But then we turn around, boom, we bounce off of it. Now it's support. Come back, bounce off of it again. And as you can see, we created a higher low which is generally going to signal a change in market structure, meaning that the market's about to start making this move to the upside. As you can see, like right here, for example, we got a high, got a low, got a lower high from this one, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. As soon as we made that higher low, market structure shift to bullish. We made a higher high, higher low, higher high in all these three, higher low, higher high, higher low, then it just took off. So that's pretty much what we're looking for right now. Just want to get that change of market structure to let us know that we about to go ahead and take off. And we have been ever since April, as you can see down here. I know you can see, let me get this little thing right here down just a little bit. Oh, that way you can see the dates. But we was at our lows right here on Bitcoin after we broke past the previous all-time high back in April. We came back to pretty much, as you can see, we're retapping this line. Look at the cursor, bro. Look at the cursor. We just came and retapped that same area. So we was had this is the exact same thing right here. The exact same thing right here. Major SR level. Boom. It was resistance, then we turned around and used it as support. We turned around doing the exact same thing up here so we can make this next leg up in Bitcoin. And like I said, Bitcoin move, we all moving. This isn't about Bitcoin at all because Altseason is really tied into IWM and Ethereum going into price discovery. You need IWM moving at small caps and micro cap stocks, not crypto, stocks, because all the equity in the world are all interconnected somehow. Crypto is connected to the main agenda of money in the world. So all you got to do is know where it is that it plays within the main agenda and how it is to utilize it for yourself. So I'm here to try to teach you. So as we came, boom, use it as support at this point. Now we're waiting. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit so we get a nice little look at it on a smaller time frame. That was a large time frame. Now we're waiting to shift market structure right here because we already have the low, high, we got a higher low. Try and get us a higher high, probably come back down for another higher low before we leave this entire price range out. It won't be exact how I drew it, but close enough. That's pretty much what we're looking for ultimately. Ultimately. And once Bitcoin kind of leaves this area, this general area, who knows where we're going to stop at? Because then we'll be in price discovery. Now, like I said, this ain't about Bitcoin per se, because Bitcoin is already in price discovery from its last all-time high. That's when we broke past this level. We know that all the smaller caps take a little bit longer. Bitcoin has to do its thing first, make its money, and then that money that people make on Bitcoin rolls down a curve. Starts at Bitcoin, then goes to whatever is next. What's the lowest? Ethereum will be the lowest, But specifically, this is the correlation on the charts that we need to be looking at. I'm gonna look at IWM real quick. Once the thing want to load up. Come on now. Playing with my emotions. Alright, so we'll put this on the weekly. Boom. If you in the Discord, I already done showed y'all these graphs before and talked about them greatly. Give a little summary of what it is we're looking at. But IWM like to go through this nice little distribution where it chop grinds up. This is back in 2018, 19 area. So it chops up, boom, 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 boom. It has a major sell off. Then it comes back to retest that level. As you can see, it gets paused, noted by the yellow dots. Wait, and then it boom falls one more good time to shake everybody out the market before it makes its ways to make new all-time highs. We literally just did the exact same playbook. We meat grinded to the side, distribution, sold off, had a nice little recovery back to this level. Wait a second, last little sell off to scare everybody. The bottom was in April. Now we're about to start grinding while it ways back up, going into price discovery. This is the crazy thing about it though, because like I said, everything's interconnected. So if you want to look at Ethereum and how Ethereum is connected with IWM, which if you own some Ethereum, being the second largest cryptocurrency, whatever is built on the Ethereum chain, whatever Ethereum does, everything else is going to do as well. So let's go back real quick. We're gonna look at this first little example. Boom, where's Ethereum's all-time high? Right here, bang. So you can see by this golden line, this vertical line, that is exactly where IWM took off and went into price discovery. It's, Ethereum wasn't at its all-time high just yet. Put that right there so you guys can understand. Previous all-time high, Ethereum wasn't there yet. It had a little ways to go. And it's the exact same thing, even if you want to go back, but it was like a shorter cycle, so I'm not really going to count that one. But it's the exact same thing that's about to happen right now. Ethereum has yet crossed its all-time high. It's flirted with it so far. It's flirting, it's right there. But IWM didn't cross yet, so Ethereum had to pull back real quick and let the king, at least its king, as far as small and micro caps go within the equity market as a whole, IWM has to go into all-time discovery first, and then Ethereum will go. This is also, you can see this very clearly if I were to pull up the NASDAQ, for example. I have these already lined up on the NASDAQ. So like the NASDAQ would be the purple one, the S&P would be this red one right here, right? And then the gold one was always Bitcoin. As you can see, it's always in order which one goes first. You'll see NASDAQ, S&P, IWM, Bitcoin, and then Ethereum would lag behind all of those. All of those gotta go into price discovery first. Same way over here. It's the NASDAQ, S&P, IWM, which is coming up, pretty soon, probably within the next couple days, a week or so, and then Ethereum will lag behind this blue line. So we got a little time until that happens. We got a little bit of time. How is it that you need to be getting into these markets though? You can know that all this money is about to be rotating over, but you also need to know how it is. You need to set yourself up. Keep your hands open, keep the bags open so the money can fall in it. Pretty much, man. So typically, let's go back to ETH real quick. Go ahead and get ETH down from the bottom because I already show you what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Now, where is Ethereum at in the grand scheme of things as well? For Ethereum, we have been flirting with this little area right here. This has been a major SNR price area for Ethereum for 4 years, all the way back here from 2021. Reject. We got above it just a little bit. Reject. Tapped it. Reject. Whoa. Hold on real quick. Somebody just. It's crazy. Oh, somebody just turned the TV, the monitor from the other room. But as you can see, it's been a rejection, 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 and we just climbed back above it. And hopefully we can hold it as support and we can use it as support the same way Bitcoin did, and we can start taking off. That is the grand scheme of everything. It's the plan of it. Hopefully, I'm almost 100% sure that that's what's going to happen. Like we just had quantitative easing getting introduced into the financial markets to where They start cutting rates. I mean, money's getting cheaper. They can start printing money a lot faster and start giving out loans, big business loans and smaller loans, and just putting money into the market in general a lot cheaper. Meaning a lot of that money is going to flood into instruments from smart people who don't want their money to get devalued. Because if you know, you know. The more they print, the more the value of your dollar go down. Story for another day, though. Story for another day. But you can see Ethereum is just pretty much fighting to get above waters. Once Ethereum clears this specific level, this very specific level right here, which is its all-time high, once that get cleared, that's when all the altcoins on Ethereum are going to go crazy. They're going to go straight ballistic. Now, I do have a couple of them that I do watch personally because, you know, they're my bags, chill them, whatever. But there's a lot of different coins to actually look into. You can, matter of fact, hold on. Let's have this coin market cap. We're going to look at a little something, something. Not my portfolio. I'm not going to that. I'm going to, y'all need to look at all of that. My money. But we're gonna look up here and let's see. After it loads up, we're gonna go ahead and pull up a lot of specific coins on the Ethereum blockchain. So you can get up here, coinmarketcap.com. Real easy. Get on your phone, computer, whatever makes you happy. First thing we're gonna do is go ahead and filter through them. And we're gonna put everything from the Ethereum blockchain. Go to the filters. What network you looking for? Ethereum. Now this also applies to other L1s. If you're looking at Solana, if you use Solana, you can get up here and you can type in Solana. It'll show you all the coins on Solana's thingamajiggy. But specifically, we're looking at Ethereum because that's number two. That's the next in line. So like, why not? Solana's a little more of a down the line, more of a gamble play, if you ask me. But you got Chainlink, you got Shiba Inu. A lot of people know about Shiba. You got Polkadot, Mantle. World Liberty Finance, that is J. Donald Trump's company right there, built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. He is the first president, first world leader of all the superpowers at the very least. You got Venezuela who's been using Bitcoin and changed their whole financial system around. But as far as superpower countries go, the United States is the first one truly taking it serious and paving the way. You got Aave, Pepe, the major meme coin other than Shiba Inu on Ethereum. And as you continue to go down, I think I just clicked some accident. As you can continue to go down, though, you see more and more and more and more. Now you can look at those coins, come back over here to trading view, and actually see how it is that these coins are trading. So find good positions on how it is that what you're about. Common sense, honestly. It's common sense, but it's not too common. It's not too common. So let's have a little fun. Let's look at some of this stuff on the Ethereum chain and just see where it is. Of course, I'm gonna show my own bags. Firstly, though, let's look at Dogecoin because you guys gotta understand where we are within the market right now. Now let's put this on the day. Boom. Of course, I have a lot of drawings up here because I gotta map out where this stuff is going. Specifically Dogecoin, because that's the top meme coin. And whatever Doge does, everybody else gonna do it too. They're gonna do it as well. So right now, what we got with Dogecoin is very, very simple. High time frame, starting all the way back here in April. We had a low, made a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It's gonna continue. So ultimately, we're gonna start making a higher high. This right here is a major S&R price area for Dogecoin. For once we get back up here to this point of origin of a major sell-off, we're going to flirt around with it a little bit. But once we flip it, it should be pretty easy to keep moving forward because even more so high time, right? You can peel it back even more. We're still in a major uptrend, high time frame. So, you come from this low, made a high right here, boom, made a low, made a high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Ultimately, what's going to happen? Coming up here to a higher high. Oops, now. Disregard all this right here. Coming up here to a higher high towards this blue level at the 1618 on the fifth extension. Because as you can see, once we left this range, we came and tapped the 1618 perfectly. Most of the time we do come above it a little bit. We might stop at the 1786. Don't ask me why it is these lines make sense and work. Look it up yourself. Do a little bit of research for yourself. I promise you it'll help. So I don't feel like explaining. Now, again, like I was saying, we're going to come back up here and hit this 1618 almost seamlessly. But surprisingly enough, if you zoom out, that's up here past the all-time high for Doge. So once Doge go past this all-time high, trust and believe that all meme coins are going to fly like crazy. They're going to fly. Which brings us down the curve. Let's look at Shiba, because that's actually on, Ethereum itself. And it's the little sister to Doge. It's the little sister to Doge. As you can see, Shiba has pretty much been pretty calm for the most part. Shiba ain't really been doing nothing spectacular as of yet, and that's fine. That is fine. I did put this into the Discord not that long ago, I believe. Once we had broke past this little area, we broke past this trend line, had stacked highs of liquidity that we surged all the way up to. We didn't get to the top one, too bad, because of situations within the grander scale of the markets. But had a nice little 17% pump from that area, but we got flushed back down. Where we stopped at, right back at this trend level. Now we're using it as support. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Came up, boom, flip it. Now we're using that support. And we're also using the point of origin for this big markup right here also as support. So we use it once, bounced off of it, twice, bounced off of it. 3 times, we should be looking to bounce off of it again. Because all this price action down that came into this area is what made the whole curly action so that we can start making that nice J form to the upside, go parabolic. And we all know when Shiba runs, Shiba freaking runs. It goes straight lines up. I love it. I promise you. I love it so much. Be making money on these things, man. Y'all don't understand it. Pepe. Pepe, if you know me, if you know Pepe and the Boys Club. That's my baby. We making money off of these since I even came across them. Can't even lie. Can't even lie. Just been buying and holding for the most part. Have been hedging and selling when it has been necessary. But like for example, like when we had came down to this zone, I had bought and I had sold as soon as we touched up here within this area because I know that it's a major resistance and support area, and we've been using it as resistance since we fell below it. Boom, we came back to retest it, and we're gonna come back up to retest it again next time once we do retest it though, since we are forming a bullish pattern right here, like a triangle formation, bull flag, however you want to look at it. It's just consolidating downwards, and then once it breaks, it's going up to the upside. The same way I just showed you in Shiba. The exact same way. Stack highs on liquidity. Boom, this high here, this high here. These two highs are just stack highs full of liquidity. And once we really get to moving, which is not going to happen until IWM go first, and then Ethereum, and then Dogecoin, which give the signal for all other meme coins and smaller caps to also take off on Ethereum. All of them. Because if you can go down the curve, you can see all these coins pretty much look the same on how it is that they're trading right now. They're all forming this nice little bullish pattern, bullish triangle right here. Compression. Price is compressing into a small area. I have drawings on all my stuff. Price is just compressing into a very, very small area on all the stuff until we start to get these turnarounds and nice move upwards on everything. Everything looks pretty much the same. Different coin, that looks the exact same. Different coin looks the exact same because all of them are trading the exact same way based off of Ethereum. Again, once Ethereum goes into price discovery and Dogecoin goes into price discovery, these coins are going to fly straight up in the sky. We have SPX, which has been moving pretty strong, to be honest with you. And I'm not a fan of this chart. I don't really know too much what to say about it, other than where we're coming back into this area, which is a major SNR area. We came up from the lunge, rejected from it, boom, blasted above it, use it as support, couldn't hold it, and we came back for a retest of it right here, completely fell off. You can see how the charts are interacting with this entire price area. So if we can hold this as support and keep moving our way up, we can see an extension all the way up here towards the 1618 and even further, which that's only like a 5, 6x. But again, we're about to be entering into Ethereum's price discovery, small and micro cap equities price discovery, which means crypto is going to go stupid because this is the micro of the micro cap. Crypto is the micro of the micro cap, means that most of the gains are made here. Want to know what I'm talking about? Bird Dog. I love this coin right here. It's a meme for me, for sure, for sure. Everybody who knows me and I know what I talk about this, Bird Dog. They already know Bird Dog gonna take off. Look though, stupid name, great culture around it. The name isn't always the main thing, but it's the culture and the community around it that really drives these projects when it comes to the meme coins. I could get up in here and start talking about go towards some of the majors, talk about Link, Ada, LTC, and that's cool. But you're not gonna make the money that you really want to make how you think it is that you're gonna make it on these coins. In previous videos, I already explained how it is that the percentage gains operate when you work with higher cap coins versus smaller cap coins. And right now I'm showing you Bird Dog, which is micro cap, which honestly shouldn't even be showing y'all this. And I'm not no financial advisor. Let me make that clear. But you can make some money listening to me and my financial guidance. Be honest with you, because I just showed you that all these coins are trading the exact same way, right? They're all following Ethereum for one. So if Pepe, which is at like a $4 to $5 billion evaluation right now. Andy, which is at what's the price of Andy? It is at $45 million of the evaluation right now, right? Bird Dog is literally at like 2 mil, but they're all trading the exact same. They're all moving the exact same way. Why not take advantage of what's directly in your face? Y'all don't get me. Y'all don't get it. Let me show you real quick. Let me show you real quick. Y'all don't get me. So we're gonna get a little technical on this thing real quick. Real quick. I want y'all to understand, man. The money game is easy. Just don't leave these kids. Just changing the y-axis real quick so we can account for all the BS. Hey, baby girl. You wanna get up here? Come on. Ugh. Shut up, look. Dollars, we got money around here. This is what we doing. You feel me? Yeah. So, as you can see, you see what I'm talking about, baby? They all look the same. They all play the same. All right, hold on. I'm about to get rid of that. Go in there with mama. Please. Go. Sorry, y'all. Young and just be busting up in here. But as you can see, they all trading the exact same way. Completely. So Pepe down at the bottom, that's the biggest one. That's the $4 to $5 billion valuation. That's the $45 million valuation. That's the $2 million valuation. But you can see they're all mimicking the exact same patterns. Whatever Pepe does, Andy's gonna do. Whatever Andy does, Bird Dog's gonna do. So if I'm giving you the blueprint of Ethereum taking off, Dogecoin taking off, Pepe taking off, that means Andy's gonna take off. That means Bird Dog's gonna take off. Now this is look at again, just because I like to have fun with these with the numbers. The numbers is what make people get interested. everybody want to see how much money they can make, right? Everybody want to see if I put $1,000 in right here, what would it be at the end of it? Let's just say the end of everything is not bad. Oh, spoiled. She don't never want to leave my side. Never want to leave my side, yeah. But let's say you put $1,000 in right here in Bird Dog, it goes up 1,330%, right? 1,330%. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna show you right here on the calculator. So $1,000, boom, 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 plus 1,330%. Percent. See that? Wow. Percent equals. That's how much money you can have, right? On $1,000 investment, and that is just if we just get back to the top of the range right here. That's only if we tap this top. But we already talked about Ethereum going into price discovery. That makes everything else go into price discovery. You don't believe me? Let's get these off real quick. Let's get these off real quick. I'm gonna go over here to Dogecoin, right? And let's see how it is that these meme coins are going to be moving when it's time to move. Bang. And I'm gonna add Ethereum so you can see the difference that's about to be made from the money that's about to be made. Do you hear me? Boom. So we're gonna a horizontal line right here is where ETH pretty much took off, right? Hold on, where is it at? It was really like right here. This is where ETH really took off. We're gonna color it blue because Ethereum. So honestly, you can even pull it back one. So we got all the way up here to the all-time high. Bang, had a small rejection the very next week, but we came in closed above the all-time high. We have not had a closure above the all-time yet. Yet. Ethereum has not closed above its all-time high yet. We swept it for a day. We went above it for a day, and then literally within hours, we went right back down and sold off quite crazy. So once Ethereum actually gets to the all-time high and holds it constantly, nonstop, right? We're just above this thing. We're gonna have a major catch up in Dogecoin. You can see this big run up towards Dogecoin's all time high. So I told you Dogecoin comes after Ethereum because Ethereum is the go ahead for all smaller caps. Dogecoin is the go ahead for all meme coins specific. Once Dogecoin moves, everything's gonna move. So once Dogecoin goes above its all time high and just flies, I'm talking about like just breaks past it and flies past it crazily and before it has a small consolidation and makes another leg up. This is how meme coins are going to freaking operate, man. Straight shots. And if you want to know how Dogecoin did last cycle, I'm not saying that all the meme coins I'm talking about are going to do the exact same. You can come up here and be like, bang, Dogecoin. If you would have put $1,000 into Dogecoin, right? At what day was this? August 2020. August 2020. In fact, what's a better date? Let's just bring it up here and say January 2021. If you would have put $1,000 in, we're not even gonna take it to the top. We're gonna take it right here. Because who catches the top of the market? Nobody. Not too many people, I would say. Let's say you put $1,000 in. Those coin during the last cycle when it did its number, right? $1,000 plus 10. What was that? Yeah, 10,162% equals, boom, 100K. Just like that. As you can see, within just a little over 100 days, 3 to 4 months, Now, why do I think this is all about to happen? Like, I done showed you the type of money I gave. We looked at certain different plays. I ain't about to go through and like break down everything or how high it is. I think everything can go. I have videos like that already made. My numbers have not changed. Everything is still prominent. I feel like Pepe is gonna go in between 50 to 100 or 150 billion dollar market cap. Like it's like that $4 billion right now. It ain't nothing. It's about to go crazy. Same way Dogecoin did. The exact same way Shiba did. It's Pepe's first bull run. And is the biggest meme coin in the sector behind Dogecoin, which has been here since before Ethereum. It's literally like the number two altcoin. Like it was really like the number one altcoin, to be honest. Like Dogecoin was the first meme coin. It was the first altcoin damn near to like really thrive after Bitcoin. So like this have let's think about this. We just got quantitative easing. They're about to start printing money like crazy. That money gotta go somewhere. It's gonna go into these projects because smart people know this. They know the things that I know. I know the things that they know. We all about to make some money. Y'all can make some money with us too. It's really simple now. It's really simple. See where we at with it. We're going on 30 minutes so far. All right, so I'm gonna tell you exactly why it is I think all this stuff is about to happen in the way that I'm saying it's going to happen. So we're gonna get off of this. Let's look at just for fun, just for fun. Let's look at Bitcoin. Right? The Bitcoin getting close to the 115K. It's already surging like crazy. Let me go back. We're gonna look at Bitcoin, right? We're gonna look at quarter 4 of every year for the last couple of years. I ain't gonna go back too crazy too far, but just quarter 4, right? So that's in October. We're gonna start right here. October, boom. October to January, boom. Green. What color is that, ladies and gentlemen? So we need right there, right? Bang. All right. Let's clone this. Gotta keep making the same drawings. Let's look at the year before that. Mhm. This one here. The cycle before. Before. Here we go. Bang. October to boom. Quarter 4. Bang. Quarter 4 after we break past the all-time high in Bitcoin. All right. All right. Quarter 4 is always bullish on the fourth year. Go ahead and tweak it. Go ahead and copy this one again. Quarter 4 is typically the most bullish period in crypto, typically speaking. Historically speaking, I don't think we're going to go up here to 500,000 in Bitcoin, to be honest. We're going to bring that down for sure real bit. I think we might just get up here to a good 200 something K. Bang. Wouldn't surprise me. A nice little push that high would be great. Even if you want to bring it down right here as well. Boom. Where's quarter 4? Right here. Quarter 4. Bullish. Typically, it's bullish. You just pointing them all out here. We just having a little fun just pointing them all out. Because that's what we're getting into. Look at this quarter 4 right here. Bullish. This is from October to this point right here in December. Quarter four, bullish. This is what we're looking for. Quarter four in the year is typically the most bullish point for any asset, specifically crypto though. So if we're about to get into quarter four, we already see that we're coming and we're using this major SR area right here on Bitcoin that I talked about earlier, the support and resistance area. We're catching demand right here. We're flipping this from resistance to support going into a quarter four, which is typically the most bullish time period for crypto. Just go buy something. Like literally go buy whatever. Go buy Bitcoin. Get some small percentages. Like Bitcoin's gonna go, let's say Bitcoin does go to 200K. You think that's great? Percentage wise, I mean, you do good, I guess, but you know, you do like a 70 something percent gains. During that same time period, you can get into smaller caps and get 100%, 250, 20x, something, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's money to get made everywhere. Money to get made everywhere. Join the Discord though, because I have let it be known which coins it is that I'm looking at. We have not tapped into all the coins that I'm looking at up here in this video. Just showing you guys pretty much the flow of money and where it is that we're gonna be going pretty soon. When I say pretty soon, I mean very, very soon. Like we already saw that the IWM is all we need. IWM is all we need. We need IWM to cross this line. We tapped it and rejected it. But once we cross this line and use it as support, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about like and then Ethereum's gonna follow. Y'all gonna get rich. So I'm gonna leave it off right there. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share it out. But most importantly, join the Discord so you can get some insider scoop. I also have like educational videos showing you how it is to buy, get into different wallets, everything. So tap in with me.